watermelon.
Ooh, I love the real bout on the hat too. That's kind of sick. And okay, yeah, no, I see that purple look on Kevin right now, especially with the black here. That's kind of sick.
Jesus.
Ooh, oh yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about before.
No on the ground, good luck. Went for the neutral up. Nothing too mental off of it. We're just staggering, but good jab out from Vord. Able to flip it out, but not confirm on the overhead. Just able to take the corner. That's the positive.
Now just trying to use JD and trying to maybe do a target combo in order to break Ghostpunk's defense, but again they're just putting 4D&G in the corner over and over, trying to poke Rev Power. There we go, we get the burning knuckle. Okay, wait a minute. Ooh, now we're cooking.
Yeah, it's a shame that Brodel got the opties though, because I believe you can kill from that scenario. A very good Rev will represent from Ghostpunk, represent the offense. Yeah, again, poking with the load upside back up. Ooh, bingo! Ooh, power guys for the kill. What did what 1-0?
Whew. I think try to use that ignition gear Ghostpunk to, you know, just do a little bit of reversal, but it got blocked, and then Vord was just able to do their own. But there we go, JD immediately getting countered for that dough and already getting a JCN.
Boy, good block. Boy, good check with heavy punch. Heavy shins, amazing short hump. Able to get some good damage off this power guys. 50% essentially jumped away.
And we have our SPG right now, but we don't got a lot of health, and we're being knocked back into the air. Maybe trying to do an OTG. Oh, we're getting the reversal off. All right. It's going to be very good for Ghostpunk to get back in. Cancel that red blow with a meaty and block the other one. Oh, this jab though.
Good whip punish from Vord. Do keep in mind that these are first to 2, meaning only one more match for the big man on carry.
I could tell by how you fight.
Okay, he's hyping up mans. Yeah, no, actually looked immaculate on the whip punishes. Had a really good combo about the second round there at the start. He does have the options, but on those counter hit burn knuckles, that's where I want to go now.
And now already Ghostpunk doing very well at putting Vord into the corner. SPG is active, but they're able to get a punish out, make their way out of the corner. But can they find something else? No, at least just defenses. Oh, what's the grab?
Oh, hey, nice. Yes. Power wave represented the short up. Some pressure indeed to feint a little for that far heavy. We're jabbing out, getting the charging corner unlocked. Yeah, again, but Red Bull to escape. That's a counter.
What the?
Whee!
Able to do the reversal, but hey, just gets a red blow. That's all you need sometimes. Just going against your opponent. You might think you're trying to go for a super or something like that, but you just red blow.
Yeah, for Terry and very scary red blows indeed. Cover good space, and they're able to get some good damage with that hard knockdown as well. Jabs, heavy, represented short up from Vord for the damage. Up to throw.
Trying to just do a neutral jump, tried to do an Excel, but got canceled out of it. Ghostpunk has to figure something out. There we go, gets a JD, might be trying to go into a full combo, but whiffs it a little bit. Trying to do the red blow, able to get that off, just trying to dash in, get another Rev Excel. We could go all the way with this one, especially into the corner, maybe to a super. Yes, we are!
Very nice win there for Ghostpunk. Ran the corner offense, linked into the super. Looking pretty confident in this matchup against Vord. After losing that match,
about all the asses you kicked.
Nice. After losing that match, that will build up the confidence you certainly need, right? Because you took it clean 2-round sweep, and now it's just down to either man who will take this match win out. Ghostpunk will throw immediately on the upper, has the corner, and messing up the combos.
Yeah, has to figure something out, especially since Vord is still trying to break open Punk's defense. But there we go, Ghostpunk able to make something happen, put into SPG, but alright. Oh, there we go, gets a far confirm.
Good jab checks, hops for the jump in, daggers, ooh, DP to escape. Short hop. Nice link indeed. That's some good damage off of that. Something like 50%. Jumped away. Good jumping yet again. Because they're an SPG. Oh no, it's gone. It's gone. They were in a smidge of it. A teeny smidge.
And now they just have low health, but it doesn't even matter. They're able to get the kill there, and now they are 1 round away from winning this set and moving on. So I imagine Vordong's going good, but it could be close. Oh, just gets the jump in into the red burning knuckle for a nice combo.
Very nice. Checking the shins yet again. Jumps in. Check the shins. Good block on the close medium punch. A heavy punch even. That's a Street Fighter talking. Block. Whoa, the jump back. Staying safe. Woohoo! I like that face from the burn. Knuckle board in the corner. Caught it and blocked. Oh, Kevin's on.
Kevin's got to respond with something. Trying to make their way out of the corner. Red blow too, but it was expected. Gets swept. Oh, trying to go for a red line gear. Actually going to be able to pop it off.
Chunky damage as well for an iframe. Yeah, barely what you need to escape the corner. Goes for the red blow yet again. Goes punk. Wants it. And that's a punish on the DP, but not doing mental. Now a geyser to knock out this guy's board. Gonna go up 2-1 in this set. Gonna be taking it, moving on in the bracket.
Police training must be insanely tough.
That got so close there. Goes punk.
Ridiculous. Ronaldo might be one of the tippy top tiers, but who knows? With enough time we'll find out. But how they do against the kicky man himself, Hwan.
Already going for a bit of a hit confirm, but not going to be able to capitalize. Red blow coming out from Arbiter, able to get a hard knockdown. Not getting much more off of that, just trying to play it a little safe. There we go, get some lows.
Woo! Heavy kick, wild punishment. Playing some good damage. Arbiter knocking him down with the red blow. Knocking him out of SPG. Definitely a clever play to go for, but do keep in mind Ronaldo does have a DP, so Manu can escape here if they want, but Arbiter represents their own on the jump in. Taking an important first round.
From my brief time with Don Juan, I know that D is going to be your god button, but it's not going to save you from that DP coming out from Manu, trying to, you know, keep some space with some of their soccer balls, but not stopping it. But there we go, another DP.
Big jump in. Heavy kick representing. Cross up. Nothing comes of it. Red blow. Challenged into it. Gonna get the knockdown because of it. Nice cheeky cross up. Now Arbiter is the one in control.
Gonna get a Rev Excel DP. Gonna go for their full on. Alright, hitting gear.
This just makes so much sense as well. Even if it doesn't kill. The killing isn't important. See that overheat? Gone. 0%, and now you've got access to all your EXs. Well, the opponent's in the corner. This is dominant.
So well, and there we go. Just JD. That's all you need.
Once you get good at those short hops, there is a little bit of a shortcut for it. Hold the rev, and then when you hold up, you do it.
I don't know about you, but my legs feel like they just leveled up.
I like the dialogue. Very cheesy. Very good. Very good. But yeah, Arbiter, they just look confident. They did look really confident. Not heading your super is just a really smart decision. You're well aware it's not going to kill, but overheat is such a damaging place to be put in.
Oh, already getting the jump in, but again getting red blowed out. Man, you can't find their way, you know, to get some dominance, but that might be something. Gets a throw into the corner. Starting to make something out of Arbiter, but we're getting DP'd again and thrown.
Oh, you need a hand. Oh, one pen. Fairly decent as well. Look at the damage, just revving up. Going for the super. Not going to be enough to kill. 1 HP. Nobody could call it, but using that rev guard to avoid chip. Very smart.
Absolutely. Trying to get into advantage. They got to be very careful if Manu's trying to go for something. And yeah, the soccer ball. That's all you need.
It's so quick. It's so quick. You can't even like just defend it like consistently. Can't rev guard that. It can catch you off guard. It can really catch you off guard. Oh god, you've seen it there. No counteract confirmed, but great avoidance with the DP. Has to just block up now and fight back.
Trying to go for some lows again. Not going to be able to confirm much off of that. But still trying to keep the distance against the Ronaldo. But getting hit by the soccer ball. There we go. The D going to be able to connect. And that's going to lead to a crazy combo. Just get it. Full kicks in. Get your electric stomps. Not going to get much more off of that though.
Oh, need a hand with the red blow. Oh, anti-air with the DP. Arbiter keeping it cool, but again, that goalie save. Very powerful red blow. And represent it. Oh, no, I believe you're dead.
Oh, yeah, no, we're just going for the full 9 stops. Gonna go for the hitting gear, and Panda, you know what we gotta do.
Oh, no, that's not the hitting gear, my man. Don't
Oh, dang. I got the wrong one. I was getting a little too excited.
Yeah, you know it's hitting gear because before he'll point down at the ground like he's marking his goal, right? That's his shot.
You just need to live with.
Yeah, he does his little point down. I know that. I just got a little too excited.
No, don't get me wrong. I feel the exact same way. I've done it in the back from Brawl Paragon. You gotta get hyped up for the Sues. Ooh, good approach. As a DP though, so nothing reward on the normal hit, but we're just jabbing away with that standing A.
Nice air conversion. Gotta watch out though, because just going to be rep load again. Really abusing that from Arbiter, trying to get a cross up too, but can't really find good openings other than, you know, just air attack on the JD.
Ooh, nice pushback. Heavy kick, well punished, but nothing of it. Went for the throw, avoided, represents the keepy ups, DP'd. Whee, big throw.
Gets DP'd out of that corner though. Really trying to respect Manu right now, especially because they're hitting off of the dive kick. Trying to cross up, but again, cannot break through this defense. JD is their biggest tool.
Aye, but we're seeing it there. Good chase from Arbiter. Going left, right, catching the shins. Now, Arbiter only needs one more round to deny Manu the run so far. A good back throw from Manu to take advantage. Tries to sweep in. EP ups to deny the airspace as that whiff punish scenario, and that's going to be some good damage.
You do not want to whiff your DP, because if you do, you're just going to be absolutely obliterated. Going to be seeing a sick red line gear coming out from Manu. Just lay the damage, but there we go. JD, this might be something for Arbiter, especially off the hop.
Could certainly be. Keeping the pressure on. Sides it back up. Keepy ups. Keepy ups into the head, but oh my god. Dude, the keepy ups are such a threat. Also, what's up, Yurikov? Hope you're doing well. Hope your run is certainly going well for you. But Arbiter and Manu here, double Luigi point. Who's going to break away?
Again, trying to break for that defense, able to get something started, but oh, whiffing your DP, not getting punished for it though. Arbiter going to be running away with that, but still needs to land a hit on Manu. Going to be able to get something, but again, not confirming off of it.
Oi, chest check. Throw, yeets him into the corner. Keepy ups, chest check. Yeah, again, the cross up. Manu went for the throw, but not going to get the kill with the tech, and keepy ups. My god, Manu, denying the airspace.
That last round wasn't even, you know, Manu getting a big combo. It just, you know, chest check, get some chip.
Meta character, that must be something that like kind of holds you back a wee bit. It's like, oh, I need to get good at defense.
Yeah, the defense isn't the best on Hokutomaru, but there we go. Using the break on your quarter circle forward D is so good because, again, you can just volley into another attack. But we're seeing Madrid, they're actually going to be on the Billy Kane, not the Rock we were talking about.
Yeah, very interesting indeed. Has a color scheme for sure, but I can't link it to anything. It doesn't appear that Madrid is sitting in the corner, and you know, as a zoner fighting a rush down, it's a bit pesky. You don't want that guy rushing in, so you gotta keep him at bay.
And also, you gotta remember, we could see one of those teleports in the Rakazan Kai at any moment, but we're in overheat right now. We have to be careful. Gonna be able to get a throw into the corner, though. We might be trying to find something off of this, but just backing up.
Try approach in. And overheat, playing to their space. Good chase with the JH. God, JD, my lord. Oh, shurikens, keeping you at bay. Both players do have SPG available, but Yurikov gonna be one to miss the egg from no punish from Madrid.
No, just gonna go for the air throw instead. Has to watch out for this reversal, able to block it, and yeah, just going to be straight into a break off of the Kuhadan into another Kuhadan.
Yeah, that's something you've got to keep in mind as well. Billy is another character that lacks a DP, so you've kind of got to be smart on your defense with your wake up supers. A good hit confirmed from Yurikov, going for the air stall into the jump, and probably a meaty timed safe jump if I had to guess. Now Madrid stuck in the corner, fighting their way out with these pokes, trying to take the space, but you're put right back in the air stall, gonna miss the punish. They still got the corner.
SPG active right now for Yurikov. Going to try to use that rev blow, gets punished for it, and this is going to allow Madrid to capitalize a little bit. But, oh, watch out for the super. Yeah, it's coming in, and it's cooking you off the jump in. Rev blow, as we were talking about before, is also one of those options you can use in order for defense when you're trying to wake up, but it's super minus on block and risky to the point where, as you saw there, you can get easily punished for it if they're looking for it.
Oh yeah, big throw. Jumps in, good pokage, keeping the plus. Oh, hyper defense. That means Yurikov has those. Madrid got to think twice about representing that zoner tool. Leads to some good damage. Oh, the red blows. Do keep in mind, Hokutomaru, only character that can cancel their red blow into the aerial version of their red blow. Meaning there's a ton of messed up RPSs that they can represent.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and it's always a joy to see that. Even more of a joy to, of course, see the hitting gear coming out. Alright, yeah, that's going to be doing a whole lot of damage and just absolutely exploding Madrid. Now kind of tying up that life lead and able to get a wild punish in the air, but jumps into the super!
Madrid on the offense, keeping the pressure going, backs up, good check with the jab, opts to keep their spacing. Denying Yurikov from getting in. Do keep in mind both of them are out of bar. Oh, the jumping C for the kill. Madrid, can we go up 1-0? And you know, you're doing well against Yurikov. That's a big deal.
You bounce around more than you fight.
That is an insanely big deal, and I imagine Madrid is feeling very good about that. Really keeping Yurikov at bay and not allowing them to kind of get in as they want. But something else that I was talking about before that we really aren't seeing is, again, one of Hokutomaru's biggest pieces of that tool set, and that's that teleport.
Oh yeah. You'll tend to see that to counter zone or to counter poke, look for an opportunity to catch an air stall maybe. But like, you're not seeing it represented here. Although this matchup appears to be one where you want to represent it a ton. I could be wrong on that. Oh, red blow for the hard knockdown. And Billy's red blow is really good because it hard knockdowns the opponent right next to him.
Trying to find something, blocks the red blow this time. Yurikov trying to bait with the double jump. Of course, one of the only characters, the only character that has that double jump just as a native tool, so able to mix up on there. But still keeping Madrid at bay, making sure that they can't really hit too much, but getting some health back on that just defense.
Oi, good confirm with the dodge attack for the crouch version, keeping the pressure going. Red blow into the ground you go. Go for the cross up, well defended, gets a hit with a close C, but no confirming to a kill scenario. Yurikov, fortunately, gonna get caught by that projectile yet again, and just like Madrid, one more round away from knocking Yurikov into losers.
One round away in lead. There we go, going to teleport off of the shuriken. Tries to go for the throw, gets teched out of it though. And now trying to figure out if they're going to be able to zone with some of these shurikens. But every time Madrid knows which one they're going for. It just keeps hopping over it, but not going too full into the distance.
Yeah, for real. Often hold the space. Good counter on the projectile shurikens. Jumps in. Yurikov in a bit of a backhand needs to lock in and gain some type of advantage. Unfortunate, you are an overheat. And there's no way to take that down to zero besides playing well into a zoner, which is pretty brutal indeed. But Madrid, take the space. Oh, that's guaranteed. You can't challenge that.
Especially when you're in overheat right now. 40% left on that bar, and Yurikov's just trying to keep some space, stall out the shuriken.
Oh.
Able to jump in for the air throw. Might be trying to go for something off of that.
Yeah, it appears that Madrid does not know the punish to that wake-up super. Gonna have to lab one out in the lab at some point. Pretty decent scenario going for the reset jump-ins. Getting a good pickup here for the damage. Opts for a left mix-up, but good tech on the throw. For Madrid here. Health is low for the fella, but still definitely a winning opportunity. If they can land that clean hit.
Woo! Ooh! Very good learning there. Saw that super coming out from Madrid and just used that double jump to get behind them, and then was able to finish it out with a few more hits. Yurikov showing some signs of life, but they still need one more round win if they're going to put a point on the board. And Madrid, again, is just trying to keep their space enough that they can just put Yurikov out, but Yurikov is making their way back in.
Oh, he jump in. Air stall, beautifully done with a cross up lead and into the super. Getting some good damage. Good tech on the throw though. So keep in mind, Madrid is still on set point, so this is still winnable for the fella, as they have meter for sure, and that is PG. You gotta keep in mind, your damage goes up by 10%. Good just defense, you can't anti-air with a super in this game. Let's come out.
Trying to play it safe again. Trying to find some 2Bs. There we go. Able to get the anti-air with a close C. Keep it going. Going to be able to get an ignition gear. And trying to, again, keep it going with some of these Bs. Able to get a few attacks in. Needs a little bit more against Madrid, though. Might try to go for a shuriken or something else. But again, you gotta remember, you're in overheat.
The guard meter so low. Oh, just like that. But again, that's so rough, man. That is so rough. You got such a key moment in the set, but your character is all like the rest of the tool just kicked in, killing such a deadly scenario. Yurikov could have been dead there if a different tool was used to break the guard.
Hokutomaru first.
Okay, in terms of rock, they do have, of course, the rising tackle, which they could try to use to, of course, do a solid anti-air against Hokutomaru, but of course we've seen the air stall options. They can double jump. Maybe they'll try to bait out a rising tackle by jumping forward and then back, so we could see that too.
Yeah, but yeah, obviously the rock is gonna have some good inherent advantages against a rushdown character. DP, like you said, rising tackle, massive backflip. But the other thing I quite like is the aerial EX Shimpukins, or Shimpukins as they're called, that Rock has access to. But so far, Yurikov, alright, doing some good work here. Good jump in for the check, representing the heavy kick, keeping it cool. Big trade. Keeping Madrid at bay, don't even let them play.
Just get a shuriken, just jab your way in, trying to jump in, does the air stall with the twofer, able to get a few Bs in, and of course the lesser of the quarter circle 4B. Can we see some more off that? Able to get a little bit of a crush?
Backing up. Ugh, nice that. Ooh. When you start, I love those plays, right? Yurikov understands player momentum, right? You have not had any the entire set. Your first Oki scenario, you're gonna get greedy, you're gonna run your offense, I'm gonna wake up super. It just makes sense. Oh, nice. Are knocked down.
Already trying to get in again. Go for the shuriken. Able to get the C. Really good defense too on this rock. Doesn't feel like, you know, they're trying to hit confirm for the Rev Excel, but just going a little too far. Going to be using a bit of that meter for nothing.
Alright. Back it up. Ooh. Ah, super
Dodge
good.
tag.
Good damage indeed. Yurikov only needed one more hit. Good tag in the throw. Madrid not going out yet, but you have gone on a character who does seem a bit more familiar with fighting, and that probably was your downfall. Not committing to the belly in the back throw for the kill. Yurikov bringing it back from a little bit of a brink of disaster all of a sudden to absolute success as they continue on in the bracket.
Combos than you would originally think with this character, and I can say about Gato, but you're about to see it on stream here and how good it is.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting indeed. But so far, the Olympus over the elbow already doing good work for you, but walk out, well defending on the just defense. Good connection from Lord. The pressure going, backs up, keeping it cool, doesn't want to overextend. Olympus over, easy anti-air. Goes for the reset into the throw. I quite like that. You don't always need to confirm your anti-airs. Oh god.
Yeah, the air carry on Gato too. Absolutely insane. Oh, wait a minute though. Tizoc's coming out alive. Tries to go for another grab, but gets whiffed. But hey, gets another one from the mix-up with the roll.
No, keeping it cool, looking out for a DP. Beak representative went for the overhead, but the check with the 4D cowards. Didn't have to say that, bro. He's not even throwing a projectile at you, my man. That's all offense. But yeah, interesting thing we're seeing is that Gruff is definitely committing to a ton of Olympus overs, the elbow, and that is kind of costing them right now. And Lord is able to just take turns very quickly.
Absolutely. Trying to stomp up, but there we go. Gruff is getting a lot here. Going to be able to get a full Revic Shell combo into a grab, trying to capitalize off of that. Too able to break the defense, but able to jump out of the corner.
And they went for the active to pawn. Unfortunately, not going to get it. Stuck in the corner, well defended. The rev is high, weapons for the beak. Good just defend. Jump. No suplex for you. The punish. Lord has the corner. Good block. Suplex.
If you're blocking too long against a grappler, you're gonna get grabbed, but just 2A into 5A, just jabbing is all you need. Lord Float gonna be keeping themselves alive in this game, gonna be able to take one against this Tizoc.
By showboating, show some respect.
That's mad. That's a mad voice like. But yeah, we're seeing the effects of beaking too much. The beak is a tool that is -6 on block, so you use it wrongly, you'll see it, it's gonna get punished here and there, and it does appear that Lord is so confident playing Tizoc for some reason, just running the offense. Boy.
They're so close to overheating too, but gets the wild punish. Not going to be able to get too much off that, but that's still good damage and keeping up in the driver's seat, just keeping gruff in defense. Again, jumping over that dash. You don't want to be using that dash too much or else you're going to get countered, but wait a minute!
Yeah, on the positive, the Lariat, the heavy version of it, -2 on block, so safe. Can even do some offensive OSs. But you've got to be careful utilizing it. Very reactable. And Lord, need one more interaction and get the kill. Just going for some quick jab checks. Good block on the beat. Good block on the offense. Oh my god. That's a shame. Yeah, I think you're dead, bud. That's a shame. That's a shame. He managed to get the EX throw. Swap sides. Fairly good. Powerful scenario for sure. But wasn't ready for the lack of meter. Probably went straight to the EX elbow.
Trying to find something with the jab, but couldn't find the hurt box on Lord Float. They're just going to be continuing to rush in, trying to just neutral jump. Knew the grab was coming out, going to be going for a full Rev Excel combo. Maybe trying to go, nope, not going to use a gear off of this, but they still have the corner.
The beak! Ooh, no feint to try and go for some offensive pressure. Aye, stuck in the corner, has to hold the offense. Back throw! Corner unlocked. Active to pun! Good damage indeed. But Olympus over. Punished with the anti-air is what it is. Gruff knocked into the loser's side as Lord Float continues on in the bracket.
Imagine you could defeat me by showboating.
Very good. Coming out, of course, from...
Going to get hit, what character's going to get buffed? If I was the buff Tizoc, I'd just make him a bit quicker. Make him like his Mark of the Wolf speed, you know? Make him like really quick in that regard. I think that would help.
Yeah, just make him be able, because of course, having the same amount of health as everybody else, just able to keep up with the rest of the cast. But either way, we're already getting into this next game between Azu and SilverRupee, of course being sponsored by Lag R, and of course just coming off of the CFGC.
Ooh, so big interactions. Having a good time for sure, and I do appreciate them like coming on here, like when I put on a show. But fighting a rock, definitely a tricky time. But you're playing Hotaru, stronger character for sure. Should be able to keep him in check. But that's an unfortunate whip on the DP confirm, allowing Azu to do some good damage, but not opting for the meter, holding on to it.
And just getting a little bit of a jab too. Already losing around to Azu. Definitely got to figure out a different game plan. Maybe trying to use that fireball to your advantage, especially the slow one to move in, but just jumps and gets hit by the aerial fireball, and now you're just being pursued. But there we go. We might be going into the standard Hotaru gameplay.
Nice, goes low, well defended. Show decides to back up, represent the fireball. What a neutral up from Azu. Getting some good damage. Another neutral up. My lord, that's going to lead to some good damage. Dun dun, corner unlock.
Tries to get a hit in, can't get much more off of that. SilverRupee gotta look above you because he keep getting neutral jumped. Azu gonna be able to take a full game off of you, and it felt like they just had quite a big chokehold in terms of the mind games on SilverRupee. So many times where they just jump neutral, able to get a combo started, or literally jump behind SilverRupee and then neutral jump and still mixing SilverRupee up.
I've gotta say, the neutral ups are certainly doing God's work, right? Represent it, beat those standing pokes, because it appears that Hotaru's standing pokes, if they want to call it a jump in, has to be close D or close A, and anytime it's a close C, that's a whip punish. Oi, nice. Oh, that time it was to bait the throw. Really good neutral up yet again from Azu. Gotta keep these in check. Oh, that's brutal indeed.
Just going to be doing the full-on combo into the ignition gear off of the whiff DP, and now you have one last life. If you lose this one, that's going to be it for you. You move on to the loser's bracket. So SilverRupee's got to get this defense in play, but still getting jumped in on over and over. But there we go, able to get a counter hit in and make their way back.
Back throw. Well done. Went for the shimmy play. Another short hop to make a normal whiff. How many attempts does it have to take? Another short hop, my god. Ooh, no punish on DP.
Oh, and just goes right behind them, just kind of warping on them, do a little mix-up in order to get a throw. And with that, Azu going to be taking that game really swimmingly.
You probably feel confident. We are up against...
Gotta remember too, going into this, Hikari is a world champion right now, and Dragon Ball Fighters just won the entire circuit. So yeah, this is gonna be a very formidable opponent, but still, EepyGirlWakeyWorld just trying to keep the defense on the orange in the corner, able to get a good hit in, but Hikari's just keeping them at bay.
Oh Jesus. Oy! Nice. Into the command grab, that leads to some good damage indeed. But didn't have enough of that rep to do the aerial projectile. Goes for the empty up into the low. Clever gameplay. You'll see that a ton in these KOF games. And Hikari going to be taking that first round.
Hikari already starting off strong. Gets hit a little bit by EepyGirl. Going to be able to do, again, another full Rev Excel combo. Not going to be able to continue it much longer. But Rev Blow not going to be getting much. But God has to watch out for the ignition gear. Going to be able to make a nice reversal.
Yeah, that was really nice indeed. Oh, Vortex pulls them in. Gonna be able to get some good damage. They are in Rev though. I don't know if it's... Okay, never mind. Billy Kane meterlessly in terms of that super. Didn't need it. Didn't need it indeed. Good stuff.
Very good coming out from EepyGirl there, but Hikari, there we go, able to find a sweep, going to be able to use ignition gear to just lock it in the corner. A reversal this time is not going to be saving you.
Oh god. Eesh. Bring him down to earth. Beautiful anti-air. Done. Good damage indeed. Chases out. Goes for the Russian. Neutral hop with it. JD. Nothing comes of it. Ooh. Ooh.
Gotta watch out. You're revving up very strongly, but there we go. Finds an opening. Can't get much of off that. Oh, watch out. Oh, just too far away to hit.
Yeah,
very safe for Hikari. Ooh. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's killing.
Yeah, that is a high-level player confirm if I've ever seen it. Button into super. That's a classic. And in this game, button into super does a ton of damage, and Hikari takes full advantage of that. EepyGirl, how will you respond? So far, EepyGirl's been playing fairly well, as in they're able to get some really good interactions, get some good damage indeed. Rock's a tricky character to call out. Oh, that red blow, getting checked.
Going to be coming in from the sky.
Nice.
Do it again. Just getting overhead after overhead. Going to be able to do another full launcher in the corner, but gets DP'd out of it. But backdashes the grab to the Rev Excel.
Beautiful work. And again, those overheads in the corner, so nice they have to do it twice. That was some beautiful work. And I notice EepyGirl, they do this a lot in the brackets. Wow, well punished. Great read on that. But something I've noticed is that they put their SPG at the bottom of their health. And I think they do this to mess with the opponent because it's not represented all game. And when it is represented, it's going to be at the end. It's going to be a ton. That's a good interaction for Hikari.
Hikari going to be coming back out off of that, you know, getting EepyGirl in the corner, but just jumping is going to put them into the corner after an ignition gear 2. Not what they want. Able to get a 2B off of that, but has to block so much coming out from EepyGirl and not blocking enough.
My god, that crouching B confirmed straight into the super. You've got to have it in these games, man. You got to have it in these games. That's not easy to do. But Hikari, my god, how do you respond to that? EP taking their first game, you're tying it 1-1, and they're taking the first interaction yet again. A little bit of deja vu here in the anti-airs.
Also able to just hard knock down Hikari again. Able to get the anti-air, keep the momentum going. Able to get a grab too, and Hikari gotta find an answer, especially since EepyGirl is still on you. There we go, DP.
Yeah, on the hyper cancel as well. Keep in mind, powerful tool against those long Rika-like moves and a ton of hits. Good block. Check the shins. Dun, 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 dun. Bring you down to earth. Ooh, bring you into the sky.
With another DP, gonna be able to get the 2B into a combo, but not gonna be able to get much because you're getting thrown right back down. You don't got much health left.
Ooh, check the shins. Ugh, shining knuckle. Beautiful done. Ooh, wake up super. EepyGirl is not afraid to wake up super. We've seen it many a times. And now they're on 7 point. Will they not carry loser side? Surely not.
Yeah, we'll see if Hikari is gonna find something in order to make their run back against EepyGirl because there we go, rev blow, hard knockdown confirmed. Able to get the jump in into the super.
Ay, that's some good damage indeed. Checks the shins. They're done. Ba-ba-ba-ba-boom. Bring you down the earth. Oh, good check on the shins. Yeah, again, Hikari. Big fan of those run-up lows. Nice. Well defended. Oh, close D. Gets a close C. That's going to be some good damage indeed, but not enough to kill. But you do got that meter if you want to dump it, and you certainly do.
Gets the red line gear. That's going to dump so much health on Hikari. Has one more true shot.
They dropped the super. Hey.
Nice reversal with the grab.
Oh Jesus. Oh god, the health is low for EepyGirl. That deletes projectiles. I had no idea, but Hikari gonna get the whip punish. And now we're on double Luigi point. Either man can take it right here, right now. So far, it's going well for Hikari.
They were able to make their way back really close, and now they're just rev blow after rev blow, but getting grabbed for it. You can't rev blow if you're getting grabbed, as now you're in the corner, you're just getting poked out, but hey, able to find a nice jump in.
Nice. Cement went for the low that time. Good neutral up to avoid it. Good chase. Oh, confirms into the shining knuckle. Beautifully done from Hikari. Goes for the low. Yeah, again, the shining knuckle for the kill. Loves checking the shins. Loves getting the kills. And oh my god, Hikari brought it back from a dire scenario with the 2-1 win.
Maybe you should start over.
That was or is this Terry going to try to go for some different tools in their tool set to kind of mix it up against Yurikov?
So far, Yurikov gonna be the one to draw first blood with that anti-air. No, hey! Tries to represent with the red blow, and I do like the Dante colors on Hyde. Big fan. Been playing DMC recently, of course. You know, the anime inspired people to get on the games and enjoy them again. So that's pretty hype indeed. A good red blow knock into the ground. Yurikov on the aggression. What a cross-up! Getting some good damage. Oi.
And the Kufu down, of course, after the 2B, going for that reversal, just a little too far, but hey, you could just do your double rev blow, but that's really putting you in overheat. But B is that godlike button as it is, just do the overhead on that, do a little 2B, yeah, you're gonna be swimming, you're fine.
I want to hype up Yurikov, but that was some gorilla-like plays. Going for the super, into the red blow, my lord. Aye.
And going for another super there too.
Big throw. Hyde on the offense. Well defended. Representing the break on the DP, but that's a good challenge from Yurikov. Take it back to the turn, but takes the throw.
An opening. There we go. Going to be able to get it. Going forward to Rev Excel Kuhadan into both of the rev blows. Going to be laying a lot of damage. Whiffs the grab though. Burning knuckle. Crack shoot. Okay. You're not okay.
Nice. Feints the fireball. Represents jab. Feints the fireball. Yeah, again, surely you don't. Jabs in. Keep the pressure going. One. Nothing comes of it. And now you're in overheat. Hyde not giving a damn though. 1-2 standing.
Did the 2B into the 5B. Trying to keep it safe. Another 2B. This is really what they're trying to do. But there we go. Trying to go for the rev teleport. Not going to get any openings off of that. Literally just 1 HP right now. Very scary for both of them as they're in overheat.
Represents the fireball. Shuriken's going for it. You can't just defend in the air anymore. And Hyde gets caught in the teleport. Something you've got to keep in mind. I've said this many a times. Yurikov going up 1-0. But besides that, main thing to know is that jumps are committal, right? You do a jump and overheat, you're committing. That's a hard commit. It's Street Fighter now. You can be anti-aired really easily. And you saw it there. Yurikov denying the airspace from Hyde. And now Hyde needs to think to himself, damn, what do I gotta do to get in, right? Because as soon as I get into overheat, I just have to respect what he does. He's too quick.
Absolutely. Yurikov is just too quick because, again, they're on that Hokutomaru. It's a very quick character. The mobility is peak. You got the double jump. You got air stalls. You have so much in that tool set, especially defending against Hyde's full Rev Excel combo.
Yeah, fairly nice. Not going for the just defend guard cancels. Do keep in mind, they build up Rev doing that. So Yurikov wants to hold on to their Rev right now by slowly getting chipped up. Good neutral up, no confirm because of the distance. Hyde on the offense. Oi.
Trying to get the cross up. Gato, watch out because there we go. Hyde is in and they're trying to go all the way to Sunday with this combo into the East Coast.
Oi. Good knockdown. Yurikov on the offense again. Represents a jump in. Wants to keep it cool. Oi! Beautiful DP break for the anti-air, and Terry gets some good damage off of an anti-air. Not usual in 2D fighters.
Just jumps over the red blow. There we go. Going to be able to go for the 6C. Keep it going. Could he be able to get that ignition gear too? Very good combo ender. Ooh, try to go for a little bit of that low dodge attack. Oh, the high dodge into Kuhadan, into, of course, the ignition gear. And the shuriken.
Yeah, in that scenario, you had to do wake up just defend. Hyde was not ready for it. And get hit. I'm going to assume that they were trying to go for the just defend and got hit. Mistimed it. Is what it is. Goes for the jab checks. Jumps in. Good blocks from Yurikov. Not going to get opened up by the strike nor the throw. Now Hyde back to holding the offense.
Oh, there we go. Wait. Makes their way in. Gonna be able to get the cold shoulder. We have the corner right now, but can we get more off of that?
Terry has a large chunk of change with not a ton in the bag. My god. Ugh. Good confirm here from Yurikov. Do keep in mind they are in set point. And when you're equaling the health like this, certainly can go on your side, but Terry has one of the more egregious rev lows in the game because the amount of distance it covers. It's essentially an anti-fireball tool. Oh, just like that! Oh, he missed the super!
Doesn't even matter. They get a 2B. It's fine.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We didn't miss the bust at all. We're fine. We're fine. Keep it cool.
Definitely are fine. Oh, can't get the shurikens off.
Tries to go for the air stalls. Wait, good cross cut from Hyde as well on that air stall. Oh no!
Tried to use that ignition gear for a reversal. Didn't really work out in their favor. Yurikov has to figure something out. Maybe try to go for the red blow. Not going to be working that time around. We have our opponent in overheat though. What can we do for that? There we go. JC going to be leading into an insane combo, or maybe a little bit.
Good jab check. Good block in the 2Bs. Oh, but the challenge out. Wait, Yurikov is in a powerful scenario, especially that bar in the back, but Hyde has so much rev to work with. Could represent a DP, certainly not going to back throw. One more interaction for your life. Power guys are going to win! And Yurikov will be the one to take that set with a clean 2. Hyde made 2 rough decisions on defense back to back. I understand the mentality. You're going to have the Yurikov on the rock. Nope, not, I'm stupid. Shadow Hikari. Hikari on the rock in Hokutomaru. J on the Hokutomaru. Got me interested in watch for sure. Got the in fact, you're gonna have this on the other set if I'm correct. You're gonna have Shadow X and oh my god, yeah. Welcome to the Rock and Hokutomaru bracket. But yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch, of course, as Hikari already offers some amazing offense. We're on the Geese's stage as well. Really, dun dun.
And we're really putting Jay in the back foot, able to break open their defense again, literally just waiting for them to get back up, able to get the throw into so many rev excels, you don't even know what's going on screen. Hikari has just got it such a good mastery on the rock already.
And it's dead scary, man. Like, that's the thing you've got to keep in mind about Rock, is like, he's a character that doesn't just have lows, doesn't just have overheads, doesn't just have a fireball game plan, doesn't just have a DP to escape, also has a command grab, also has dash throughs, and one of the scarier repos of the game. A very versatile show indeed. But Jay gonna take some massive advantage on this round here. Overheat.
Very good start, but yeah, they're in overheat. You're going to be taking that ignition gear, but hey, trying to go for the reversal gets blocked though, and that's going to lead to a lot of your HP getting stolen.
Good jump there. Getting some solid confirmage. One team check with the jab, but unfortunately couldn't catch the roll. Jay's able to escape, but still an overheat. A nice scenario indeed, but the Shuriken winning in the fireball war.
Gets the jump in though, going to lead, of course, to another ignition
way.
coming out. Gets the overhead, just going to be able to chip it out. We're all set.
That was a 1 percentile comeback from Jay. Hopefully, that comeback was completely worth it, because you got to take another round indeed. And Hikari, no easy opponent to defeat here. Good check with a nice hit from Jay. Gonna get a good combo with the EXs, dumping everything they can to get them out of SPG. I like that play.
Especially as we're in defense right now. Ooh, nice dodge attack. Of course, going to be leading to the full volley combo. Send the shurikens. Trying to keep it up. Maybe some Oki. Gonna have to block a lot of what's coming out. We're gonna be catching that. We're gonna be calling that out.
That's not easy to catch, especially in the moment. Decides to keep it cool and calm. Needs one more hit, but carry on the checks as they jump in. Shining Knuckle for the damage, putting them in the corner. Really big throw. Do it again.
Not doing it again, but just dashing in, blocking that ignition gear. Could be able to go for the full rev excel again. They have SPG. They're using their ignition gear. Jay had such a good lead, but it's about to come out. But hey, we just jab. We jab it out with the dodge attack.
Beautiful check in the air in those final moments. That will certainly keep you alive. Jay taking an important first match. Do keep in mind, you gotta keep this in mind. They pulled off an immaculate comeback in that second round, so you kind of almost had to win that match. Otherwise, it was all for naught. You know, that's a dire thing to have in your head in those moments. Oh,
absolutely.
Nice.
And it looks like Hikari's just taking full advantage. Going to be getting the rev command grab, going for a full rev excel combo before Jay's really got into good touch. But yeah, just going to be rev blowing, not going for the full committal, but just going for the full volley kick, break into another one. Going to be using a different ignition gear you don't really see on the Hokutomaru, but still keeping up the offense, doing the 2C, doing another full volley combo. Shuriken going to go for the warp on the rev excel too, but what's the grab?
I don't know, man, but that's a very nice break for the kill. Jay takes that round, turns that around yet again. Another immaculate comeback, and now you're on set point. One more match to go. Well, round even. This is it. Right. Good check. Good rev blow. Gotta keep that in mind. Hikari sitting on rev blow instantly has SPG in the first portion of their health. You gotta get by that wall, and then you're good to go.
Trying to use the shurikens too, trying to use the rev teleport. Couldn't really get what they wanted and has to eat the shining knuckle, especially with Hikari trying to jump in on you, but it's fine. You're keeping blocks, but you're getting hit on the low. You have SPG though. Gonna be able to get the grab. Might try to dash in off that, but just trying to mix it up with some jumps.
Oh, aerial rev blow is indeed safe. Not your turn though. Jay has to respect that. Nice, popping them up in the sky. Good damage here indeed. Has the bar to work with. Neutral hop yet again. Good confirm. Jay needed one more interaction, but not gonna get it from a good short hop from Hikari. Read the pressure, read what they were gonna do. Well placed the short hop. Beautiful work.
Get ready.
Hikari keeping themselves alive against Jay. Jay trying to jump in though, just gonna get hit with a quick 2, and there we go. Gonna get the shiny knuckle, already half off on Jay, but tries to go for the reversal, but it was called out. Again, when that's one of your most used ways to get out of the corner, you're gonna get called out for it, and Hikari's just gonna throw you down. They're taking that game.
I purely read the momentum there. Hasn't represented throw like at all, I believe, in the set. So when you read the mental stack there, go for the meaty throw. You know your opponent isn't ready for it. And Jay, bit of a back end there. We're tied up 1-1. You put a ton of effort into that last match. Hopefully your adrenaline isn't running out, bro. You got an infinite supply, but Hikari represents the throw. Let's do it again though.
Still keeping the corner, able to knock down Jay over and over, trying to go for a bit of a mix-up, gets called out for it though as we're going again for the full Dan, trying to get a little bit of Oki. Oh, there we go with DP, that's going to be huge!
Oh, for sure. Oh, what a delay, neutral up, very scary with that double jump. Aerial Shuriken gets the confirm off the crouching seat, and Jay gonna be taking that round. They're on set point yet again. They've got a point on that board yet again. How does Hikari respond? Do they make the clutch comeback?
We already have Jay revving up at 63%, so this could be good, especially as we're putting our rev blow in there. But there we go, gets the far C combo into their ignition gear, trying to keep themselves in the air, able to get the connect off of the JB, but not getting much off of that though. Trying to cross up a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Good jump in. Shining Knuckle, full confirm. Ups to running, neutral up, yeah, again, those neutral ups doing God's work, my man. So well put. A super, putting them in the corner. Jay has a game-winning scenario. How will they use it? But they're getting checked again by the crouching B, Shining Knuckle. Now you need to beat Red Blow. That's the final threat chip out situation for the Red Blow.
Can we get this here? Just needs one more, but gets hit by the air fireball, making this go to a last round situation. That was really close for Jay to come back in, but hey, they're already starting off strong, just trying to get in with that rev teleport, but can't get much more off of that for a hit confirm or a combo.
Honestly, good confirm here. Do keep in mind this is the double Luigi. Either man wins, and Jay needs to get in one more time, but he's check on the shins. Hikari love kicking the shins. They're taking full advantage of that. Jay walks back too much and they're calling it out.
Absolutely. Trying to call them out, backing up themselves, trying to watch out for these shurikens. Knew the rev teleport was coming in, tries to go for a jump in, able to get it in with the rev excel. Yeah, it's not enough though. Wait, but this might be, no it's not. Now that is
so unfortunate. That was just defend or die. Hikari presenting the option. And you weren't ready, just defend.
The speed of a ninja.
Meaning Jay has been.
You see, wait a minute, it did go up. I did see that. Thank you, Stars, for the $25 donation. Now it's going to be up to 28 on the dot. So if you want to make it a little higher, just go in there and claim your codes.
Yeah, do keep in mind that the payouts get crazier and crazier the higher it goes up. So if you're feeling generous as you're watching this bracket, do be sure to donate if you're feeling it. They had this at Yurikov on the left, Hokutomaru up against Shadow X on the rock. Mexico versus USA. Oi! Good stuff here. Shadow X immediately gets the corner. Staggering away on the offense. Looks for the air. Jumps in. Keep the pressure going with the jabs. Yurikov defending well. Not going to get caught.
Definitely going to be going for the 2B into the Kuhadan, trying to keep himself safe again. Tries to go for the far B, but getting hit for it with the command grab into so much ignition gear 2. Yurikov has to find a way out of this mess, and hey, going to be able to get a little bit.
Hey, rising tackle, bringing you down. Hey, the jab just to check you on the me. Shadow X up on the round, and you know what? This is one of the players to beat, right? Yurikov, don't get me wrong, immaculate player. But in my mind, Shadow X is the player to beat. He's the #1 contender. He is the MVP. So Yurikov, despite having quite the record, has to prove himself against this fella.
Even if they're both SNK, KOF is still different from Fatal Fury in how they play. So Shadow X is just taking advantage of that new system, especially trying to, there we go, gets a really strong opening on Yurikov, going to be sending them into the corner, getting another ignition gear, but SPG is active, going to be going for the Hishoken. Oh, but the rev blow!
And not represented by Yurikov either, wasn't ready to react on those block normals. A good super, they're still in SPG range. But the back throw takes you out. Very important back throw again indeed, because Rock's rev blow, scary to deal with, not an easy one.
Not at all, especially because, you know, again, they're jumping in with a 2B, going to be able to get another grab, maybe trying to go for some mix-ups with the double jump. It's a little bit stalled out.
Good jump ins. Goes from the right side, rev blow represent from Yurikov, that's going to give them the round. So first match going down to a final round scenario, that'll probably dictate the rest of this set. And we're already seeing it. It's one of the cooler ones that you'd want to watch. If you're on a replay channel, this is what you'd want to watch for sure. This is great.
Absolutely, especially because again, Yurikov already has Shadow X in the corner again. It's just trying to play a little bit of a stall game, just trying to say, hey, what am I gonna do? Trying to mix up on you, trying to go for shurikens, trying to go see if they're gonna jump, but getting hit.
Oi, Hadan, good damage indeed. Oh no, that's nasty. Yurikov bringing it, not Yurikov, Shadow X bringing it back. Oh, the dodge on the low, beautiful from Yurikov to tie up the health here. Can't knock him out of SPG, I believe. I think they're still gonna have a smidge. Oi.
Now you're not. No, Shadow X has got to find a way to get out of this bad situation. Wait a minute, they found it. Gonna go for the shiny knuckle.
Oh, good defense. Nobody wants to overextend. We're just seeing a ton of movement, and the only person poking is Yurikov with those crouching Vs. Checking the shit. Oh! You're dead.
You know, that stuff, especially off of the shiny knuckle, they were both just like so patient, trying to see who's going to get hit first, and in the end, the command grab was just going to be coming out from Shadow X, taking that first game.
Yeah, from what I've heard in KOF, Shadow X does have a Clark on his team. So, yeah, Ro is used to grappling. You gotta be so careful. Oh, God.
Really going back and forth. There we go. Gets the Hokutomaru break into the Rev version. Gonna be sending it with the shurikens. Just jumping over the Rev blow. Okay.
Nice. Backing up. Keeping it cool and calm. The ducks are waddling, not aware of the violence on screen. Yurikov getting a nice confirm here. Rev is starting to build up. Need to clean more. Oh, but good jump in from Shadow X. Again, they need to tie up the health. The health deficit is way too high.
Trying to jump again. There we go. Going to be getting the 2B into the Hishoken. Going to be able to take the round for Yurikov, who really held it down there. And again, 2B. Always looking for those lows to open Shadow X. Then just 2B, far B, and then goes for the Kuhai, man. That's right there.
Oh, God. Nice. Keeping it cool. Nobody wants to get caught, but again, the only person representing normals and projectiles is Yurikov right now. The only person responding is Shadow X, but what a rundown there. Gets them conditioned to deal with the shurikens in the air, and now Shadow X is the one in the background, having to hold the corner pressure, but challenges out.
Doesn't make their way in, gets hit by the Rev blow, and this could lead to a devastating combo coming out from Shadow X. Oh, watches out! They go for the low dodge attack, which goes for the Rev. Then going to get in, get a shuriken, going to get his Shoken. We got the corner now.
Jesus Christ! Oh, what a jump in! Dun 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 dun. That is a hard link, by the way. You have to do a delay on that power dunk-like move. That is quite mental. Now Shadow X only needs one more interaction, gets it with the jump in, and what a comeback for that scenario. Shadow X just locked in, one nasty confirm, and ran it from there. Now it's set point for the fella. Can he knock Yurikov into losers right here, right now?
We're about to find out, especially because they got a really strong opening. Gotta watch out for the Hishoken. Gonna get an invincible reversal, but can't throw or capitalize off of that. Wait a minute, gets the high dodge into the Rev. Kuhadan could be sending it forward again.
Off to the backup. Rimpuken. Shimpuken. Oh, the short hops are coming into play. Heavy kick. Great sweep on the landing, my lord.
Very good, but again, not able to get much off of that. Wait a minute. I'm a liar. I'm a liar.
Oi, that's some good damage, but unfortunately missed the grounded double Rimpuken. But does have the corner. Backs up, jumps in. Command grab, you're dead. Oh my god. Oh my god, what a shining knuckle after that command grab. Shadow X spreading the wings, getting the kill, and they're going to be continuing winners finals, where I believe that is a rock.
Sorry to say.
Terry and Rock. It was Terry and Rock. So we're gonna see losers round one. Here we go.
Getting things started early with the air fireball. That's one of the peskier things that Rock has in this game that just kind of grinds my gears, especially when the life's getting low. They do a good job of keeping you out right here. But immediately starting the rush down, getting some big damage early against Hyde.
Oh yeah, and right now Hyde's just sort of like hanging back, uses the Shippuden going in there. Oh, wow, gets a little bit of a little baby combo in there. Oh, nice. There should have been a punish right on there, and that is it by Hyde. He punches that DP and is taking in a lot, bringing Ryuki down on life.
That's a big rev blow too to get himself out of a bad situation. Barely has the SPG on stock, but getting the most out of it. There's some more of that air fireball, trying to get some spacing, but Hyde sticking to him like glue.
Yeah, but like meter management is kind of a big deal here, and we got Ryuki in overheat, and Hyde takes advantage and gets that first round.
Yeah, it's one thing about both of these characters for being like, you know, the Shoto likes of the game is they do really put out a lot of damage, and I've been seeing it from a lot of rock clips on Twitter, and same thing with Terry is they're able to get the party started just off of standing 2A. These lights going low or high, able to get a lot off of it.
Oh man, and here, speaking of that, Hyde's coming in with the damage already more than half life down, but like nice comeback up. Nice steal turning back by Ryuki, and now he's putting on the damage onto Hyde, and now ties it up in life.
Yeah, that red blow once again coming in clutch here, trying to do a little bit of a chip damage to get Hyde out of his SPG. Let's see if they can make anything happen with it. 3-hit combo coming right back in with the standing 5D and finishing it off with the crack shoot. Hyde taking the first game here.
Taking that first game. It was a lot of like, I noticed there was Ryuki was going into overheat a little bit there. I'm not sure if that was like part of the strategy, if he was just like overusing some of his moves to get that meter up. That seems like that was kind of got him to lose those rounds.
Yeah, it's one thing early on in this game. I see players not mind being in overheat too much. It's very rare occasions where you kind of see it bite them in the butt later on. So they just kind of get that damage early and then control the spacing from there.
Yeah, I guess I usually see that when their SPGs in the first part of their life bar when they go into overheat, but then after that it's like, you know, they have time to mess with it a little bit. So like usually when they go into overheat, it's like really early in the match. And my God, Hyde is just taking Ryuki for a ride here. Is this gonna kill? Oh,
does have
no.
a bar, not able to cash out at the end of that, but one more 5A is gonna finish the job, and Hyde trying to make it a quick 2-0 right now.
Yeah, well, Ryuki needs to have sort of an answer response here, because I don't believe he's actually even won a round yet in this match. Well, nice little reversal there by Ryuki. Ryuki's trying to push in here and see how he kind of reacts to Hyde.
Yeah, right now it seems like Ryuki is just trying to play a game of cat and mouse here, throwing the air fireball a lot, trying to stick and move, get his hits, and then go back to full screen. But as you can see, Hyde is just continuing to put on the pressure consistently.
Yeah, I know, and it's just like all you see is Ryuki trying to find his spot to open him up, and now he is got a little bit of opening. Gets the little crouching light in, and is he able to close this out?
Yeah, continuously looking for that rev blow, not the worst option in the world when Hyde has such little health, and Ryuki finally getting themselves around there, able to control neutral a lot better and really get their damage in when they had the opportunities to do so.
Very much so. So we're going to a final round in game 2 here. This is survival point for Ryuki, but set point for Hyde.
Catching neutral air to air there. Hyde is sitting on, you know, that loaded gun with all that super gauge down there, getting a light confirm. Ryuki now in SPG, see if they can bust out with that red blow again, or if they're even going to have a chance. Can Hyde is going to cash things out with the power geyser, taking them right out of SPG.
But here comes Ryuki going in with that level 1. Or not. And no, now he's trying to rush in, trying to just get in there. And
yeah, just had a big life deficit here, just kind of running out of options to get in, trying to get the party started with the air fireball and dash right behind it, but it's not working out, and Hyde continuously hunting for that rev blow. It's not going to matter. The air to air will finish it out, and Hyde with a 2-0 over Ryuki here in losers top 8.
You gotta learn to chill out.
that was really good. Sorry, I was like coughing up a storm. Just extend hitboxes.
Get ready.
like two Dulcims like going at it.
Exactly.
Speaking of pokes, oh my God! All right, so we got Pilch and Eepy kind of going at it here. Oh man, I don't even know what's going on with these pokes, because it's just too much right now. Because I don't normally see Billy Canes at this level. To be honest with you, at least with my experience in this game.
Yeah, it's one of the tricky things about a high-level Billy Kane is they're able to cash out a lot of damage from such a peculiar range on screen. As we can continuously see here from EepyGirl, nice little block super there from the side of Pilch might have enough to go ahead and close things out, cashing out the super all the way, and that will kill. Yeah, that's what we were saying about Billy Kane is they're able to just convert a lot from full screen to something we saw back in the day in the original Fate of Fury, and it still stands true here in City of the Wolves.
I was gonna say it was like the fact that he's this like zoner-y type of character. It's just such a long poking. It's not your traditional zoner where you're using fireball. It's those long pokes, and those pokes are almost like hit confirmed. You can like hit confirm into like full combos, and that's the part that is kind of scary about Billy Kane, at least to me, except with the exception of the whiff. Big hitbox, man.
Yeah, and that's one of the more interesting things. We saw Pilch put their SPG right in the front, and I wonder if that's just a countermeasure in a poker versus poker kind of matchup here to try to go ahead and get some punishes in early. Right now, EepyGirlWakeyWorld, a little worse for their wares on the life, but they're going to cash out some big damage here.
Oh yeah, they're in an SPG right now, trying to cash out everything there. Gonna spend the level 1. There. Oh man, all that combo damage right there, and Eepy takes that round and game.
Yeah, it didn't really seem like either of them lost control of neutral. At least it's hard to tell with just how much the sticks are flying around there. But EepyGirlWakeyWorld, you can tell has been labbing her combos because that was more damage than I think I've seen a Billy Kane do so far.
I was gonna say that was like 70% damage right there. I was just like looking at the bar. I was like, wait, that's still red. That is still going. This is just kind of crazy. So yeah, Eepy has been in that lab studying and trying things out, and it's working out for her tonight. And as you can see, already deleted 3/4 of the life on Pilch.
That's a big wild punish from the side of Pilch. Does have some super on deck. Revving up their meter, though. Got to be careful about going into overheat. SPG online for EepyGirlWakeyWorld. See if they choose to bust out at some point. But the pokes continuously coming in. The 2B is going to find its home in the conversion afterwards. EepyGirlWakeyWorld showing they have the confirms on deck, Toma.
Yeah, they have definitely. Oh. She's not Eepy, she's Wakey right now. That's definitely for sure, because like she is just showing off all the combos, blocking a lot of these attacks by Pilch and punishing them properly. Well, then Pilch was able to catch Eepy in the air.
Yeah, without a DP, that's going to be Billy's one wake-up option is to go ahead and spend that meter to try to get themselves out of a bad situation. But EepyGirlWakeyWorld wants to leave nothing to question. One more mix-up away from closing things out. Hits the skies, but a punish from Pilch. See if they can make anything happen with it.
Gonna get into the gear. No, we're not. Let's see how Pilch is able to capitalize on it, pushes Eepy into the corner, but is not enough. Eepy was able to get that with the last poke and takes the sets. Wow, that was actually a really quick match, actually. Even though it seemed like it was like back and forth.
Whoever Terry it is, we see just go ahead and put the pressure on immediately as we saw last time. Jay with the Hokutomaru, one of those characters I know that's just kind of the bane of everyone's existence. A do-it-all character that's kind of in the consensus top 3, has a lot of tricks and one of the better rev blows in the game. So it's going to be nice to see how Jay optimizes those options.
Oh, and they're... Well, Jay is trying to get out of the corner there. Uses the double jump to kind of get... Oh wow! Throw Hyde off a little bit and gets into the attack. That is so confusing right now when I watch like a Hoku player play with that double jump. It's so unpredictable, and they come in with such different angles. You just don't know what to do. Like if you want to try to anti-air, it's almost like he just comes in differently, and it just messes you up.
Yeah, even the universal anti-air just doesn't catch him sometimes. It's definitely one of the trickier parts. It's kind of putting him up in the tier list. Right now, Jay, Red Blow online. Let's see if they get anything going with a nice little standing 2A, or excuse me, 5A from Hyde.
Ooh. Let's see, like Jay's trying to zone out, uses the teleport to get in on Hyde. But here comes Hyde, was able to punish, get in the target combo, and finish off a round.
Yeah, I like the idea from Jay there to just throw the shuriken and try to put Hyde into overheat and try to make something happen off of that. Hyde ready for it, though. As we see another player, though, who's putting the SPG right in the front, looking for that rev blow early, as we just saw. See, that becomes a factor later on in this match.
We'll see how it kind of keeps going right now, but looks like we're just sort of trying to figure out who's going to get an opening right now. And Hyde was trying to put some pressure, but Jay was able to get out of it with that neutral jump, and got out of the corner again, but didn't matter. Hyde is coming in with those combos.
Yeah, big time damage. A neutral jump there from Jay gets themselves a grab. SPG almost online. They can start cooking. Looks for a big sub with a low, but it's going to be a nice little counter from the side of Hyde. One more guess might do it. Busting out with the rev blow. One more guess. What's it going to be?
Oh, and there it is. Like, Hyde was able to interrupt and take that round right there and gets that first game. Losers quarterfinal is still first to 2. So we'll see how Jay responds.
Yeah, it's a great reaction there from the side of Hyde. It's almost like DI in Street Fighter 6. You got to be ready for the reaction, get a big time punish. And speaking of big time punishes, just a 3-hit combo right there is going to do a massive ton of damage for Hyde. Great air to air, and they're continuing to put on the pressure like we saw them in their last match on stream. Just really putting their opponent in an uncomfortable spot in the corner. And stop me if you heard this before, but that's Terry cashing out big damage.
That is Terry cashing out damage. It felt like he was just on plus frames. Not that I know any frame data on this, but it just felt like a Hyde or Jay could not press buttons. He was just holding it right there and held it right there again and was taken out in that round. Hyde is on set point here. Jay needs to do something if he wants to stay alive in this match.
Big burn muckle there, pushing out some more damage with the super. It's one thing having that SPG early when you're playing this snowball playstyle like Hyde. The red blow's coming in clutch. As you saw, he just kind of ran away with that last round. Now out of SPG, but a nice anti-air on point from the side of Jay, and you're going to go right back to the corner.
And here comes Jay trying to get back in that corner. Oh no, but now Hyde is able to push him back. Oh man, it's back and forth right now. And Jay is trying to sort of reset himself. Nice little air projectiles to stop a little bit of Hyde. Hyde with a throw, and oh man, here comes the confirms by Hyde.
Yeah, the light confirm, putting Jay in one hit away, looking for the chip damage there off of the crack shoot. Jay has one more guess. See if they start throwing out the fireballs, but they end up sitting on a power wave, and Hyde is going to take a 2-0 over Jay here in losers quarters.
Oh man, that was a quick 2-0 by Hyde. Just kept a pretty good standing. And Billy Kane, EepyGirlWakeyWorld.
All right, let's see how EepyGirl handles a non-mirror match this time. Once again, getting that light confirm we were talking about earlier, that 2B has just been paying off dividends for Eepy this entire bracket so far, able to convert a lot of all of it. See if Yurikov can get their offense going, but they're going to be going right back to the corner here.
Oh, yeah, and right now, like, Eepy's trying to keep up that pressure, but, like, was able to get out of there, Yurikov. Yurikov is now scurrying up and trying to keep the pressure now on EepyGirl. And, oh, Eepy was able to get out of that corner pretty well. And nice little dive kick by Yurikov to get there, but it's not really doing anything. Like, the defense by Eepy has actually been doing really well. He's not able to get any damage, and look at that cash out by Eepy to get this.
Yeah, the defense and then the anti-airs have just been on point so far for Eepy. Right now, Yurikov, one guess left, continuing to pester with that 2B and just sticking to the string and ended up getting a hit off of that. And EepyGirlWakeyWorld just showing the power of Billy Kane right now. Not a character that's really beloved in the early tier list, but I might have to change mine around after seeing the way Eepy's navigating this character.
I was going to say, it was like, well, one, I mean, if you were watching any of those tier lists right now, Billy was like on the lower end of those tier lists. Like, again, how dependable are those tier lists at this time in week 2? Oh my god, jeez, like Eepy is already brought Yurikov all the way down to the half-life bar right now. But now here comes Yurikov. He's actually trying to keep up with the pressure, getting the jumps out, gets the back throw to sort of reset, and here he comes, trying to cash it out.
Yeah, tricky little mix-up there. Now EepyGirl just one hit away from peril. Charging in, Adams spending the meter, but oh, you got to remember the throw part of that super catches him in the air. And now Yurikov getting their life meter just decimated right now. Super so on deck for EepyGirlWakeyWorld. See if they cash out here, but the reset low once again with the 2B continuing to find a home. EepyGirlWakeyWorld on an absolute tear, up 1-0 on Yurikov.
Oh man, it was like Yurikov only had to get that one little hit, last hit in, and then just had that one mistake, one miss, and Eepy took it out and just optimized everything to get that round and get that first game. And now Yurikov is trying to come back and trying to respond, trying to keep Eepy kept in the corner. Wow, oh my god. All right, well, I guess Yurikov heard us talking about Eepy because now he's trying to show off about his damage numbers here.
Yeah, getting a lot of mileage off of that jump seat in the corner, keeping their mix-ups on point, but we saw this movie before. Once EepyGirl turns the table, she's able to put out a lot of damage. Once again, pestering with that 2B. Stop me if you heard it before. A free jump out there to the side of Yurikov, and they get the throw to close it out. Yurikov putting themselves on the board.
Oh man, This is actually a pretty close match right now. Or I mean, I know it's Yurikov's first round in game 2, but like at least feels like it's a little bit back and forth, right? As we kind of go into round 2 of game 2. Oh, and here Eepy was able to confirm into that. And now trying to keep more, and oh man, Non-Factor, what do you think is going to happen here?
I mean, it's just all about Yurikov just trying to make the most out of being an SPG right now, cashing out the hidden gear right there to get as much damage as they can in, but EepyGirl's going to be right back in SPG, so let's see if it comes down to reaction, but Yurikov is getting their mobility options down. They're coming in with that jump speed, but this time the anti-air super from EepyGirlWakeyWorld, she takes a commanding lead on the health here.
Oh man, and now you got Yurikov trying to hold it, just trying to see if he can get an opening, trying to get in, and gets in here, gets it a little bit confirmed, gets in a little bit of combo, rushing, crosses Eepy up a little bit, gets a little bit more damage on his. Oh my god, this is a pretty long combo.
Yeah, spending all the meter there, just one hit away. Look for the throw. Great tech from the side of EepyGirl, but we've seen her make these comebacks before. That's another 2B finding its home. Time to guess for game for both players. Gets the throw, and that'll be all she wrote. Now tied 1 round apiece here in game number 2.
Oh man, set point for Eepy, survival point for Yurikov. Let's see how this will end up. Oh, neutral jump did not work out for Yurikov there, and Eepy was able to take advantage, gets a little bit anti-air move there, and now still with more of the pressure on Yurikov.
Yeah, we're seeing Eepy kind of preemptively throw out the anti-airs and the air-to-airs there to shut down the mobility options of Yurikov on the Hokutomaru. A nice anti-air super there. They have a chance to turn the tables. More jump C coming out, and EepyGirlWakeyWorld right in SPG now.
Oh man. And now here comes Yurikov, is trying to get more of that damage in. Oh, gets the back throw, switches sides. Wow, really just going around with the different hops and jumps here just to throw EepyGirlWakeyWorld off. And this could do it. This could give him the round. Oh, nice. It's a throw tech in there, and Yurikov is now kind of holding it there. Oh no, is this, what's gonna happen here?
Yeah, just getting completely opened up now that they're in overheat, not able to block all of that. Looking for another cross-up attempt, but another tech from the side of EepyGirl, and another poke is going to spell disaster. EepyGirlWakeyWorld continues to pull rabbits out of her hat and steal round after round, and she's going to be taking it 2-0 in losers quarters over Yurikov.
I have no idea what.
Yeah, it is a double rock, so I believe it is going to be Hikari and Shadow X. Got to be careful which rock we're talking about here. Both of them
oh my god,
some blue
this is
with a
going to
little bit
be
of white on the jacket.
All right, chat. Sorry if we get confused on who's. I already lost on who's who. I gotta like look at the life bars. Okay, it looks like it's Shadow X that is taking control. Oh my god, and pushing Hikari in and at the cross up, and now I'm confused again.
That's one thing I like seeing early from Hikari is using that rev guard. We haven't seen it too much in this top 8. Trying to throw it out there to make sure they get a little bit of separation. It's one that you do get that push block a little bit with the rev guard. I like the option to stop the offense there. Massive close C there to get the party started, cashing out with the super Shadow X and SPG.
Oh, and oh wow, and Shadow X was able just to. I guess it was like sort of like a kind of a neutral jump whiff punish there. It was kind of weird how that interaction went there, but he was able to take it out. Shadow X goes up. That's first blood in this winner's final, and this is first to 3, I believe, right? Correct? It's first to 3 since this winner's final, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you know, these players right now just kind of putting the mechanics on full display. We saw a couple of air JDs there. We're seeing these breaks, these feints right now. So there's really mixing the options of that the system gives them to the fullest extent. And that's the reason why they're in winners finals right now, continuing to get these confirms off of these lights.
Yeah, I just wish that the game actually kind of gave it to the spectators to not give them similar colors, because I'm still confused on who's who. But it looks like Hikari is at least. Oh wow. I was going to say Hikari was taking control there, and he does have the life lead here, but Shadow X is now kind of coming back and keeping Hikari in the corner. There was a rev guard there by Hikari to try to stop that pressure, and no, Shadow X is able to close it all out, cash it out, and gets that first game. Ugh.
Yeah, continuously just opening their opponents up with a low, like we saw from EepyGirl. I guess it becomes a theme, you know, a lot of those short hops are the opening pressure, and they're just able to convert with those lights in the corner here. But Hikari playing their defense well, being able to go ahead and fend off a lot of this pressure from Shadow X early.
Yes, it is. This is true. This is a true mirror match, stars. Like it definitely it is. And as we're kind of looking at, like, Hikari looks like, oh, Hikari just takes him out right there. And like, here comes Shadow X. Oh,
yeah, big react to the rev blow there. That's massive damage. Does have the super on deck to cash out, and they're not gonna need it. following all the way through in their combo, putting themselves on
The
the board.
most confusing mirror match ever. Sorry. You know, I see that. It's just so hard when you're a little blind.
Cashing out with the super there is Hikari. Shadow X works for their wares in the corner. Pressure coming in. Neutral jump to try to get themselves some space here. Keeping the options open. Short hop there. Counter hit. Not confirming off of it though. One more guess is going to do it. But here comes Shadow X back on the attack.
Oh man. And now we got, see how Shadow X is able to get, oh no, Hikari's trying to play it out. Hikari has such a huge life lead. Oh no, here comes Shadow X trying to come back with that. Trying to get more of the combos in. Putting more pressure on to Hikari.
Hikari once again with that rev guard getting...
But no, Hikari was able to fully close it out.
Yeah, just great stuff. They're able to confirm off the lights and everything. And we brought it up a couple of times before, just using that rev guard, which we haven't seen too much, to get themselves some space and give themselves some more defensive options with that space.
Fair enough. Ooh, and now here comes Shadow X. Shadow X is trying to... Oh man, wow, he is just commanding that. Did he get mad or something? Jeez, he's, like all that.
He gave his controller to his big brother.
I know. But you're just kind of waiting out, trying to see who's gonna bite first. And well, Shadow X is eating a lot of that damage from Hikari.
Big time damage breaking into the super there. What's going to be the guess? Looks for the command grab, doesn't find its home. The neutral jump lands for Shadow X, but doesn't get anything off of it. Hikari's going to take advantage. Now an overheat gets back thrown into the corner. Time to guess for your life. Looks for the DP, but it's going to spell disaster, and Shadow X will take full advantage of that. Try to put themselves up 2-1.
Get ready.
Shadow X, that's first round there in game 3. Some little hops in there. Oh, but like Hikari was able to sort of get a little mini combo in to get some damage.
It's one thing I'm seeing from Rock early. They're able to get a lot of corner carry off of their light confirms. You know, a lot of screen control. Able to go ahead and get the rush down started off of just light confirms.
Yeah. And we're just sort of playing. We're almost kind of playing the footsie game right now, just trying to see with a little bit of that dashes up. As we got Shadow X actually trying to jump in, hop in right there. But here comes Hikari trying to stop that pressure. It's actually like the first time the match has slowed down a little bit here.
Yeah, that's one thing, is that rev guard or that rev gauge just coming up a little bit. Hikari pumping the brakes just a tiny bit. Shadow X in SPG. You got to be wary of committing to your strings with that on deck. They're going to catch up some damage, drops the combo, but they do have full super on deck. Gets the command throw, gets the bounce, and that should be able to close out game number 3. Shadow X putting themselves up 2-1 on Hikari in winners finals.
Wow, that was.
Rock wins.
I don't really know what to really say about that. Like, just again, just for sake of everyone in the chat, just letting you know, I'm a little colorblind, so like that this is a little bit tough for me just to see like these two, like both blues look almost too similar to me right now. But I'm just looking at the damage as Shadow X was actually trying to put in there, but now Hikari's taking control and kept Shadow in the corner. Now I can't tell
Big
who's in the
DP
corner.
there from Shadow X. Another DP from Hikari, busting themselves out of jail this time. Slowing things down now. Air Fireball to get things started. But Revguard once again just getting themselves some space. That way Shadow X not able to confirm to anything big. Nice little DP break there. They're going to rush down, but the anti-air super coming out from Shadow X.
Hikari's just trying to get control, but the jump in and hop in by Shadow X was able to cash out and get that full combo in and get that round, and he's on set point here.
Yeah, the damage output coming out big time. Hikari just trying to get their way in, using that rev guard and just slowly walking up, just sending these lights, chipping away at the defense here. But Shadow X just standing strong here, getting their jump ins. No anti-air answer from Hikari there, but continuing to poke with that 5D.
Oh wow, Hikari with that nice little whiff punish in there, and now is trying to get some of that pressure. Nice anti-air by Hikari again. He's cashing out with the level 2.
That should be the hidden gear, I believe, full level 3.
The level 3. And
Big time damage. Hikari coming right back in for more. Shadow X finds himself a nice little hit, confirming, spending some meter of their own. We're almost equal on life here, Toma.
oh man, we are. And oh man, but Shadow X is trying to push it back. Now we're just trying to see. He's trying to put some pressure with some of these hops. A nice little short hop to sort of catch Hikari off. Oh, what is going on?
Crosses over with the command throw, another like confirm, and Hikari's going to keep themselves alive here on the winner's side just a little bit longer. Look like Shadow X is ready for a comeback. They're able to pile up the damage, but Hikari staying true to their defense and getting those like confirms.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys.
You're all good, brother. You're all good. Neutral jumps, trying to fish for some offense there. The run under.
Oh man. Wow,
Big DP
Hikari's
from
actually
Hikari.
now trying to come back here a little bit.
Yeah, the anti-airs have been on point here. They're getting that DP break and able to get a lot of corner carry off of it. But Shadow X has shown they're willing to push out that damage when they need it. Air fireball exchanging, but a wild punish coming through for Shadow X. DP break into the super. At 50% health now for Hikari. Another low confirm into the corner you go.
Oh man. Oh, Shadow X is now really trying to put up the pressure here, trying to close this out.
Yeah, it's almost business decision time for Hikari. Got to commit to something, but gets the command throw. That might be all she wrote. Shadow X has enough to close it out, and they're going to take it 3-1 in winners finals over Hikari.
I think that was more stressful for me than it was for like these players just now, because
May look
again,
like
being
me, we have different pasts.
Yeah, we made it through. We made it through.
we made it through. Placing to get some cash. Oh, we're already going into EP versus Hikari, going straight to it in the losers in. Oh, I'm sorry, EP and Hyde. I'm sorry, in losers semifinal.
All right, getting into it. EP has just showed us, over and over the strength of Billie Kane so far, and let's see if she keeps that true. I do honestly love the color of Hyde. My brain just kind of registered that that's Dante from Devil May Cry.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what I see too. It's like it's not Terry, it's Dante right there. But look at EP just using that zoning out, just those long pokes and just catching Hyde off guard here. And
They find that reset again. We've seen them continuously do that reset where they go right in to the 2B to keep their damage going. Right when they need that last confirm with just a little bit of health left in their opponent's gauge, they continuously find that reset. It's been working out for EP Girl. But right now, Hyde just trying to put on some of that pendant offense, continuing to pester with these close Ds.
oh man, but now Hyde is now really pushing it in there, bringing down to 1 pixel left for EP. They get a little bit of cross up and then, oh yeah, and EP was able to EP is able to get out of there and get this combo, and get some pressure.
Yeah, she's shown us magic all night. Let's see if she has another miracle run within her. Making Hyde continuously guess wrong here. Revving up just a bit. Lowering a little bit with that super right now. Hyde with SPG. See if they choose to break out at some point. But they're just going to go ahead and bust out the super to get themselves out of a bad spot. Now 1 round apiece.
Big reaction there by Hyde to get out of that corner and ties it up in rounds here. It looked like it was another one of those EP Girl specials where she was just going to take it and steal a round again. But now Hyde was able to take it, and we're kind of reset back here to see who's going to get this final round in game 1. And right now, Hyde is trying to establish his game plan.
Yeah, big time damage on that power geyser, using the crack sheet to go ahead and get in. EP Girl now in SPG. See if we see that red blow at some point. In the corner, another 2B finds its home, cashing out with some super. Back to neutral we go.
Neutral. Oh man, EP's trying to keep going here. Oh, and Hyde ends up winning that and takes it out on EP and gets that first game. And yeah, Yurikov, I also have to lab this character too, man. But GG's.
I was unable to tell who even really hit Rev Blow first there, but ended up working out for Hyde and pretty much stole that round away from EP as she seemed like she was going to be on another snowball run right now, getting the party started early with the damage.
Oh, you got Hyde was trying to get some of those hops in, but no, EP is actually taking more control of the spacing and oh man, just again, EP was just commanding her game plan in here. But no, here comes Hyde trying to get out of there with a nice little throw tech. And nice little catch by Hyde trying to get EP off guard here.
Yeah, Hyde's just been taking these big swings, these big commitments. We saw him with the power dunk to try to get EP off of him, but at some point it might bite him in the butt as EP Girl continues to come in. Gotta watch out for that rev blow. Jump back air there, and they find another one, and EP Girl just using the mobility to keep Hyde swinging and missing.
Yeah. using that big cane, that big stick that Billy Kane has on those jump backs is almost like kind of cheating in a way. But regardless, that is the character. That is what the tool that you're given, and Eepy is using them to a T and optimizing as best as you can in this second week of this game.
Yeah, I like the super there to break the string. Understanding that wasn't real, and she had a gap to go ahead and get the super out of it. Right now, another super in the middle of a gap that isn't real. Doesn't land, though, and here comes Hyde. Just throwing those rev blows once again, but Eepy might make him pay for it. Might be a guess for game situation here in the next hit.
Yeah, Eepy with a really well-timed punish there, and throw tech to get out. But, oh, here comes Hyde. Nice little neutral hop. And goes into the super here. Got tied in life. And guess her. Oh, and nice by Hyde to get that round. We tied it up in rounds and see who gets this second game.
Yeah, I like the decision there to spend that super, not just to get the damage in from Hyde, but also to lower their heat gauge. Excuse me, the rev gauge at the bottom of the screen there. That's one thing. It almost works like Street Fighter, where you want to spend that super to get yourself out of a bad situation and not just get the life advantage. And right now, Hyde is putting on that damage once again, about to get some more super on deck. Right now, EepyGirl in SPG. Got to watch out for the rev blow here.
Yeah, watch out for the rev blow. Even though Hyde's in overheat, oh man, like Eepy is trying to take advantage of all that. Oh my god, all that damage. And now you're wow, Eepy caught him with that?
Yeah, not believing in the strings from Hyde, and it's paying off for EepyGirlWakeyWorld. Continuously to waking up with buttons, and they're going to go ahead and put themselves on the board. Now tied up 1-1 here in loser semis.
I need to study the frames on this one. Jeez, like, it just seems like Eepy's just getting everything almost like either frame perfect or just catching everything like right in time on Hyde and just winning some of these rounds.
Yeah, you can spot a lab rat early in the game very often, and right now EepyGirl, you can tell, has been a lab rat since release.
Oh man, but well, right now Hyde is showing that he has been also in the lab too. Got a lot of damage on Eepy, but Eepy's in SPG. But here, oh, that was a nice hit confirmed by Hyde. See if he can able to close it out.
Yeah, just needs one hit to get it done. Spending the meter there, but putting themselves into overheat. This might be the opening that EepyGirlWakeyWorld is going to need. Cashing out the damage now, and SPG is high in overheat. Though a big whiff punish. Caught you grabbing. Now you're going to get taught a lesson. That's enough to close it out. EepyGirl, stop me if you heard this before, but she once again steals victory away from the jaws of Hokutomaru.
I'm just going to shut up. I need to stop like doing commentators curse because that was... Like Hyde had down to 1 pixel. I thought he was going to take it. Nope, Eepy did it again. Stole another round with only 1 pixel left. Has done it again. You've been repeating it almost every time we've seen Eepy on there. Again, Eepy down on life deficit. We're now kind of even, and we're looking to see how they're going to respond.
Once again, just calling out the string there, but not getting a counter off of that super. Hyde does back off and doesn't find the punish, though. EepyGirlWakeyWorld getting a nice little joker here. They are in overheat. Guessing low once again, spinning the meter. Not enough to kill. Time to guess for game. Business decision time, but a wake-up super from the side of Hyde.
Of all things is the a hop and a light kick right there just to stop all of that. Like all Hikari, yep. It's losers final. So winner of this will get Shadow X going in there, and right now Eepy again employing your game plan. Just going in
right off rip.
Yeah.
To Hikari, like putting that SPG early in their health gauge, and EepyGirlWakeyWorld able to find the damage and take that factor out of the game so far. Here comes Hikari running in, trying to get some light confirms, but another 2B finding its home for EepyGirlWakeyWorld, and she's able to set up her offense with the shimmy there, cashing out big damage, has super on deck, not going to go ahead and pull the trigger here.
Well, opens the soup, like gets the super out, and Eepy is able to just close out that first round right there pretty quickly. Goes up 1 round, gets first blood here in losers final, and see how Hikari is able to react. And right now he gets a few big pokes. Oh man. Oh, but Hikari is able to turn it around here and get his turn back and bring Eepy all the way to the corner.
Yeah, trying to shut that poke game down early. It's almost like they remembered, I have Rev Blow, I can get through this right now. Able to find the damage, and now EepyGirlWakeyWorld in the corner now in SPG, but they're going to cash out with some meter here. Time to guess for game.
Well, EP guessed wrong. So Hikari gets that first round, ties it, or gets his first round in his first game, ties it up, and we're going to a final round in game 1 here. Gets a little bit DP by Hikari, but and nice catch by EP, and EP is bringing the damage to Hikari to get him out of SPG.
Yeah, she continues to end these big combos too with super to make sure that her rev gauge is getting a little bit lower. Dropped it down to 50% there, and now just slowly climbing downwards as she takes her foot off the brake. But Hikari coming right back in and trying to get some pressure, and while she's trying to breathe, but she's gonna bust out once again with a super.
Nice confirm by EP there to kind of get all that damage out. But here comes Hikari. Hikari is actually trying to push EP all the way to the corner, and now we're going to see some pressure here. We're going to see how EP gets out of that corner. Oh, gets that hit confirmed on the hop. Hikari was able to close it out and gets that first game.
Yeah, a rare rev blow from EepyGirlWakeyWorld right there. Hikari able to back up and just find themselves a nice little jump C to get that in and putting themselves on the board early here. Let's see if EepyGirl has another comeback ready for herself.
Well, DP to sort of stop a little bit of that pressure, but here comes EP again with a hit confirm on that old poke to go into a small combo, and now EP is, oh my god, what is the damage output again by EP? It's just crazy. It's already, wow, already down. We were barely 15-16 seconds into the round. Already
yeah, she didn't have any super deck on there. Decided to spend all of her rev gauge there and just finish it out with another 2 beta. That's her bread and butter. She likes to do to close things out there. EepyGirlWakeyWorld showing she doesn't need the super beater to find her damage right there. She is going to spend it though to put Hikari near 50%. Gets themselves a throw.
Ooh. And now, Hikari was able to get a little bit of a light confirm there and just trying to push EP all the way to the other corner. But now, again, EP is able to get out of there. And now try to zone out Hikari to keep him out. Oh, but now here comes Hikari.
Yeah, catching out big damage. They were pestering with the 5 close B there. Maybe like the opening, finds a low there, going into the super. Guess for game time for EepyGirlWakeyWorld. See if we see that command throw one more time. Nice little whiff punish there off of the throw. Great confirm from Hikari. Outside of 1 round apiece here in game number 2.
Get ready.
Man. All right, well, we're tied up here. We're going to a final round in game 2. And now EP is able to get those poke. It's a little anti-air in, and now keeps pushing Hikari to the corner, but now we're going back to the middle of the stage here. Hikari's trying to establish the spacing, but now here comes EP coming back.
Yeah, they're trying to use that rev guard, but the tricky part against a character like Billy Kane is they're going to have that range. Once you get back to almost full screen, they're able to poke out. And EepyGirlWakeyWorld going full screen again, cashing out the damage, has the super on deck if she chooses to spend it. But once again, we see that reset. No one has been ready for it tonight. That 2B little reset has just found a home consistently, and EepyGirlWakeyWorld is going to tie things up 1 game apiece in losers finals.
Oh, she is. EP is just running up this losers bracket right now and ties it up in losers final. And as we are keeping going, like still employing this pretty much the same game plan again. Oh my god.
Some anti-air there, I like it. EepyGirlWakeyWorld find themselves some damage. Back to neutral we go. Hikari trying to answer with the block screens. Great JD on the fireball from EepyGirl.
Oh, but now here comes Hikari. Hikari is able to get a little bit of more of the hit confirms, trying to keep EP from establishing that offense. With EP now an overheat, is Hikari able to take advantage to try to take control here?
Yeah, I like the changing of gears from Hikari, able to just come in with the lows and pester to put EP into overheat, busting out with the super. Is this time a deep cross up from EepyGirlWakeyWorld? Now 1 hit away from closing it out. Looking for the full screen pokes here, but a good jumping from Hikari, no confirmed.
Oh no! But here comes Hikari, was able to get a little bit of light confirm there. I'm trying to get it up.
The guard break coming in clutch there for Hikari. EepyGirlWakeyWorld, where's for aware, chasing down, spending the meter to go ahead and take up some real estate and catches Hikari out of the air, trying to go up 2-1 now as EepyGirl. She's shown that she's good even in the scrambles. They're able to find themselves a nice little clutch customer to get out of the corner, waking up once again with the super to get some space off of Hikari.
That super has been sort of like her panic move in a way, right? Like it's just something to win those scrambles. Like this is just, again, I've never really, I think many of us have not seen, wow, actually, you know what? Hikari's showing us that he doesn't need to labber right now. as he took over that round and gets that first comes back in game 3. Jeez, that was really quick.
Yeah, they're just going back and forth. A big command throw there for Hikari, catching out with the super. EepyGirlWakeyWorld Whisper wears about 50% life. Going in with a low. Pestering once again with these lights, just trying to chip away at that rev gauge. Big rev blow, wild punish. Can't confirm off of it though.
Well, we'll see, because this is usually EP's like bread and butter now. Going down pretty much in this like weird comeback mechanic. Oh wow, confirms the super. Oh my god, here we go. Here comes EP coming back. Hit on that combo. Oh, and still gets another confirm. Oh jeez, is he gonna able to close this out?
Yeah, that's the hidden gear there. It might be enough to close it out. EepyGirlWakeyWorld making the most happen while she's in SPG. Survey says
no,
he's gonna be alive. Hikari has one more guess, using the rev guard to avoid the chip, but charging right back in is EepyGirlWakeyWorld. Now up 2-1 over Hikari.
What is going on? What is going on tonight? All right, EP's up 2-1 here. This is just crazy right now. But Hikari's trying to compose a little bit, is trying to establish his game plan again. But no, here comes EepyGirlWakeyWorld taking some control back. I am speechless now, non-factor. I'm sorry.
Nah, it just seems like it's kill or be killed right now in both of these players' mindsets. EepyGirlWakeyWorld continuing to push out this damage. Hikari making a business decision with the rising tackle, and EepyGirlWakeyWorld's gonna make him pay for it. Gotta watch their rev gauge though. It's creeping up just a little bit.
Yeah, there we go. Hikari's now in overheat. This was looking really good for EP, trapping Hikari into the corner. Gets that super out. Oh man, what's gonna happen here? Oh, the throw will take it, and EP is on set point.
Yeah, I love the choice of EP right there, spending the meter to go ahead and get the guard break on Hikari. That spelled doom for him, and cashing out with just a little bit of super. Not quite over for Hikari yet. They put the SPG in the front. They can look for these rev blows. They have a fully loaded gun on super, can pull out the hidden gear, cash out big damage, but EepyGirlWakeyWorld is continuing to guess right in these interactions. Low confirmed from Hikari, spinning the super to put her in the corner.
Oh man, and now Hikari is trying to get all that damage. Oh wow, just spends that meter there. Oh, but here comes EP. Gets the back throw in, puts Hikari in the corner, gets him out of SPG, and now with EP in SPG. Oh, whoa, what a jump in. Oh no, this is not looking good for Hikari, even though he only has 1 pixel to get one on EP.
And EP is an SPG. She has the hidden gear on deck. One more confirm. It's all she's going to need. It doesn't land. She spends the super, but it's rev guarded by Hikari, and they're going to find themselves a punish and keep themselves alive in tournament. Now 1 round apiece here in game number 4.
Oh, jeez. But now set point for EP. Survival point for Hikari. We'll see how this kind of happens, how this will go right now. Hikari is pushing EP into the corner, trying to keep his SPG meter in.
That was a good JD from the side of EepyGirl there. Still spending that rev guard. Hikari's meter slowly climbing up. Let's see if EP can make him pay for that. Doing SPG, gonna spend the super to get him right out. It doesn't land.
Oh man. EP's almost evened up the life here. Well, it has more than evened up the life. Actually takes a little bit of a life lead with that super. Oh, nice confirms by Hikari. But we got EP and SPG. Oh no, never mind. Again, commentator skirts. Hikari takes it, survives, ties it up in the set to 2-2. We're going to a final game, Non. Who you got?
It's hard to say at this point. Both players are just able to go ahead and steal momentum exactly when they want it. It was a rare rev blow from EepyGirl that spelled disaster for her. Let's see if she doesn't pull the trigger so quickly there, but Hikari, once again, still finding their light confirms.
Oh, wow. Hikari gets a little hop in there and just pushing. Oh, whoa, what happened there? All of a sudden, like, EP just woke up and got that weird combo out, and now is an SPG. Like, we've seen it again. Look at EP is just commanding as with low life in SPG. Non. again,
Yeah,
speechless.
she's able just to get so much off of her anti-airs. Great JD to get out of the way. The super there. That was a masterful from the side of
Oh my
Eepy.
God.
Finding themselves a punish after the meter was spent and somehow puts themselves right back on set point here.
Man, here we go. Eepy's on set point here. Oh, wow. Nice little confirmed by Eepy. Eepy's going to push this. He's not looking for Hikari right now. Eating all that damage down to about half life.
Good jump in there from the side of Hikari. The whip punishes have been on point for EepyGirl right here. Let's see if Hikari doesn't take too many risks. Another one there from the side of EepyGirl looking for that 2B. But here comes Hikari spending out the meter, getting close in health here. EepyGirl almost an SPG air to air from the side of Hikari. They put themselves in the corner.
Oh, Hikari puts himself in the corner. This is not looking good. This is the advantage that Eepy is looking for and is able to close it out. And Eepy punches her ticket into grand finals and faces Shadow X. What a loser's run by Eepy right now. Before we trade sets, first to threes
Get ready.
to win the title tonight for Breakout Series number 2 for City of the Wolves.
Well, I tell you, if anyone's going to do it, it is going to be EepyGirlWakeyWorld, continuing just as still momentum whenever she loses it. Another 2B confirming there for her, and Shadow X in the corner, although does have the SPG on deck.
My God, just catching Shadow like in the air with some of those anti-airs there and getting those confirms. Like, the Kane is just too much, man.
Yeah, it's one of the benefits of her character being that ranged poker. She's almost preemptively throwing out the anti-airs just to cover up that option and know that she's safe. She has to really worry about her opponent just being on the ball to go ahead and find those whiff punishes right there. Just once again, you know, testing these gaps and spending that super. We've seen her do it. That's one of Billy Kane's only reversal options because he doesn't have that DP to get himself out of a bad situation. But speaking of bad situation, Shadow X cashing out all the damage here. Doesn't have super to close it out, but another jumping C is going to find its home for EepyGirl.
My God. Again, it was like Eepy stole that round again. Like, how many times have we seen that tonight, Non? It's just like, just getting into these really awkward situations where it looks like Eepy's down for the count and then all of a sudden is able to steal that round in that last, with like what you said with that jumping C, just taking Shadow out, and now is up in the round, but now is also down on life.
Here comes Shadow X trying to get some momentum of their own. A little bit of a trade there, but able to chase down another wild punish for EepyGirlWakeyWorld. Her whiff punishes have just been phenomenal all night, but the big red blow from Shadow X breaking up the monotony there.
Yeah, still doing those pokes right there, and like here comes Eepy just trying to get a confirm. Both are, well, no, actually I should say Shadow is in overheat right now. Oh, nice little jump in, attack and confirm. Let's see if Shadow's able to close that out, and does.
Yeah, it's good scouting from Shadow X. EepyGirlWakeyWorld has been throwing out that long-range poke every single time there's a fireball, looking for a counter hit, so great job jumping over there. Great job. I know Shadow X has been watching the stream, getting some tech on his opponent there. Now tying up one round to 1, but comes EepyGirlWakeyWorld fighting their way out of the corner.
Oh, man. That while Eeby's trying to get the poke, trying to establish the spacing so she can get in. Oh, man. Again, there you go. Establish the spacing with that long poke and trying to get in. Oh, but here comes Shadow X trying to come back.
Big DP break there, finishing it off with the super. EepyGirlWakeyWorld almost an SPG, but once again taking a big swing. Shadow X being patient this time. Not going to have enough to kill, but it's business decision time for EepyGirlWakeyWorld. Has super on deck to get themselves out of a bad spot. Another long-range poke, but just gets caught with the fireball, and Shadow X putting themselves on the board, now up 1-0, just 2 games away from closing out the tournament.
Yeah, the floor fireball just kind of caught Eepy jumping back and that landed, and Shadow X was able to get that round. But here comes Eepy. Eepy's going right up in front here. Gets the throw. And my God, more pokes and confirms here by Eepy, and just establishing. Look at all that damage.
Yeah, just controlling neutral over and over and over with that far C. Looking for the anti-air once again, a wild punish perhaps, but another light confirmed. The side of Shadow X gets the side switch there. They're going back and forth.
Oh my God.
Shades of Blanca with the coward hop, continues to go side switch over and over, cashing out with the super. EepyGirlWakeyWorld now in SPG.
Oh man. Now with Eepy in SPG, but Shadow, oh my God, Shadow's gonna able to close this out. Wow, that was actually pretty quick. I didn't know what was going to happen there, but that one little confirm by Shadow was able to continue and close out that round. And now Shadow is up on another game point here quickly. Let's see if he's going to be able to win this neutral. I mean, he is winning that neutral game right now.
Yeah, it just seems like good scouting from the side of Shadow X. Wherever he saw EepyGirl's opponents fail in the decision making before, he's continuing to find the right choice, busting out with the DP break there. Back into the corner you go. Super on deck with that rev gauge is getting a little high. Spinning the super is EepyGirlWakeyWorld. Shadow X now in SVG.
Oh man, I thought it was going to go a little bit more there for Shadow X. Oh, Shadow X is able to get the big confirm here. This is not looking good for EP. Oh, gets the jump in and the throw to close it out. Wow, two quick games for Shadow X in this grand finals. He has one more game to claim the title here. EP is in a decent sized hole on.
Yeah, I like what Shadow X is doing too, is they're kind of conditioning EepyGirlWakeyWorld, and they're doing it faster. They're using a lot of the DP break on wake up in the corner, and right there you saw them get EepyGirlWakeyWorld to sit still for a second and got the command grab. It's just one of those things, Shadow X just continuously being able to adapt and scout the opponent very fast here, but here comes EepyGirlWakeyWorld with some of that damage we saw all tournament long.
Oh man, and now here comes EP, just gonna try to establish and try to get that damage. Oh whoa, nice little hop in by Shadow X, trying to establish from the neutral. Oh, nice confirm. And now here comes Shadow X.
In the corner you go. SPG online for EepyGirlWakeyWorld. A free jump in, but another command grab. They condition EepyGirl to stay still in the corner. And just like that, Shadow X is now on tournament point, completely running away with it, Toma.
Oh my god, this is a huge hole for EP right now. See how trying to get some pokes. Well, you can see that EP is actually kind of slowed down a lot, trying to figure out a way to get in on it. And Shadow is just establishing game plan, getting some of these hit confirms in. Oh, but here comes EP.
Look for the DP there, but a bit of a trade in the air. EepyGirlWakeyWorld find themselves a backdoor. Shadow X in the corner now, but busting right out is Shadow X. They're going to cash out a lot of their meter for the damage that's almost going coast to coast. EepyGirlWakeyWorld busting out with the super, though.
Oh, man. You got EP. Oh, nice little crouching light by EP, just sort of stop that pressure. Like here. Oh no! Here comes Shadow.
We're scrambling here. EepyGirlWakeyWorld able to find the hit to make sure we see a little more Fatal Fury tonight. Now one round apiece. EepyGirlWakeyWorld fighting for her tournament life, and Shadow X on the verge of taking the entire thing here, looking for that third title, cashing out early with the super. EepyGirlWakeyWorld finds himself in a bad situation early.
Yeah, right now, but look, oh man, look at Shadow's trying to get in there. Nice defense though by EP, trying to got Shadow into the corner. Oh, this is looking very painful for Shadow right now. EP is just pressing those buttons, getting the combos. Wow, look at that damage is just coming off. But here comes Shadow. Ooh.
Yeah. Able to weather the storm there. EP did find that reset again, but here comes Shadow X on the attack, spinning the super there. EepyGirlWakeyWorld, it's business decision time as she's in SPG, looking for the rev flow, but the light confirm is going to close it out. Ladies and gentlemen, Shadow X is now your 3-time Breakout Series champion, taking week number 2 in devastating fashion with a 3-0 over EepyGirlWakeyWorld.
My God, that is...
Don't answer that.
Oh, Shadow definitely was